You are dealing with a principality called shame. 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 I was thinking about Adam and Eve, Genesis. His story starts in a beautiful garden. 4 rivers supplying the garden. He had like 4 sources of income. The land had every kind of a fruit. This guy, whatever he named, it became. You walk by a plot, you name it mine, it became. You're not hearing what I'm saying. You walk by a car, you name it mine, it becomes. This guy, whatever he named, it became. But look at his life. Genesis 3:10. That we had you. We ran to hide because we were naked. Because the aim of the devil is to strip you naked. Is to strip pastors naked in our city. You have seen people that I can't even mention their names in this altar. I can't mention some of the spiritual fathers of this nation that the devil has paraded in our streets naked. Shame. They were having a good time with God. But shame came. And they had the same God. They ran to hide. How many people do you know that have ran away from worship teams? How many people even here have ran away from churches? You come to evening sacrifice because you don't have a church. On Sunday where you used to go, spirit of shame. Spirit of shame. Now you have to hide. Think about Abraham. God makes a promise to him. You'll be a father of great nations. Look at his life. 25 years. Look at people scorning him. Shame. You're not talking to me. Shame. Think about David. A mighty man. He wrote Psalms. He won all the battles. He killed Goliath. Killed lion. Killed bear. Wrote Psalms. Sang for God. Danced in the worship team. Yeah, but the spirit of shame comes through Uriah and Bathsheba. And you cannot tell David's story comprehensively and fail to mention the part of shame for his life. Solomon, the wisest man on the face of the earth, ended up with thousands of women. By the time he's coming to death, his kingdom was an idol worship kingdom. He had walked away from God. By the time the wisest man dies, he can't even keep a kingdom together. His kingdom breaks. 10 tribes walk out on him. Do you know what that means? You have a church with 12,000 people, 10,000 people wake up one day and they walk out on you. Shame. Spirit of shame. Think about Samson. Killed 1,000 men with a jawbone. Carried gates on his shoulders. Killed the money enemies. Burned the wheat fields of their enemy with foxes. Look at that amazing man with a long hair. Amazing mustache. The guy walks like this and all girls are like, woo. His life ends in shame. He dies together with the people he was anointed to kill. And by the time he is dying, he has no hair. By the time he is dying, alingolewa macho. By the time he is dying, he is entertaining Philistines in their own temple. Shame. I don't want to continue talking about all the disciples. How they died. Crucified upside down. Boiled in tanks of oil. Others beheaded. Others left in islands with snakes alone without eyes. Those were the stories of the disciples. Shame. Spirit of shame.